This is Common Sense. I'm William Ferguson. Today I've heard about the Dreamers, DACA, illegal immigration, all kinds of stuff. Okay? One, in California, Disneyland, there were protesters that decided to block the entrance to Disneyland because they were insisting on having the rights of U.S. citizens. Now, if you're not a U.S. citizen, you don't have the rights of a citizen. The Constitution was written for the citizens of the United States. If a citizen of the United States goes to a foreign country, then you have to obey the laws of that country. However, that does not give you the rights that the citizens have of that country. I know. I've been to a few countries. Now, I also listened to the mayor from Albany, New York, and she was talking about that the people of Albany are getting older and that they need younger workers there. So, okay, why do you need younger workers there? Why aren't there people wanting to stay in Albany or New York State, for that matter? The only thing I can come up with is, hey, you're taxing them right out of your state. California is doing the same thing. People that live in California, lived in California, are leaving. They left. They said, I don't want to pay those taxes. We're being taxed to our eyeballs, and I'm not going to pay those taxes, so I'm going to go somewhere else. And so people are leaving, which would be a reasonable reason that the people of Albany, New York are old, probably retired, and either can't afford to move or are just so set there that they don't want to move. And the taxes are so high that people don't want to move there. They don't. Now, if you have, say, somebody that was willing to work for a good wage, and you can tax them to death. You can just tax them. And they don't care. They don't complain. Because the country they came from is a second or third world country. Mexico, Haiti, Panama, all those countries. And so they make this money, and they think they're doing good. Which, compared to what they were doing, they're doing good. And so the Democrats can now turn to them and say, hey, we gave you the opportunity here in America. We gave you housing. We gave you an education. We gave you health care. We gave you everything. So vote for us, because we give stuff away. We don't care about a balanced budget. We care about who's in charge, and we want to be in charge. And the illegal immigrants, oh, yeah, because you give stuff away, we'll do it. And I got a feeling that is the only thing that the liberal Democrats have to stand on. We will give to you. We will give, and we will give until you're so broke that you can't afford to move out of the country or out of the state, city, or county, or whatever. And we're just going to keep taxing you to death. We will have our money, of course. Of course. We have to have $1 million houses. We have to be able to fly all over the place. We have to do this and that, spend money here and there. So the illegal immigrant, they don't, hey, we're doing great. We are just making it great here. Well, basically, what the liberal Democrats are doing is spending the money of the citizens, and legal citizens of this country, wasting it really, just to get the vote. Just so they can stay in Washington, D.C., or stay in as the mayor, or the governor, or whatever else they're trying to do. That's it, and it's going to backfire big time. It will. It already has. Kate Steinle was murdered in San Francisco by an illegal. I can't remember his name in court, but he killed 2 officers. And in court, he was bragging, "Oh, I could have killed more. I want to kill more. I'll kill y'all if I can." That's not what we want in the United States. We are a country of peace, of charity, of helping one another, of basically, well, it's divided right now into liberals and conservatives. But I believe that the founding fathers of this country meant for this country to be conservative, not a giveaway country. And when I look back, I think of the people that first got here, that first started to build in this country. And they had to go through hell. They couldn't call up the Queen and say, "Hey, we need housing, and we need food, and we need health care, and we need this and that." No. It didn't happen. They broke their backs beginning this country when it was in its infantile stages. And then the writers of the Constitution, they remembered the stories that they were told about the kings of the countries that the Pilgrims came from, and how that if you said anything wrong, the king could kill you. If anybody wanted anything out of your house, they could just come and get it. You could be found guilty of anything, even if you weren't guilty. So, when they wrote the document, the Constitution, they had in mind freedom. Our country has freedom. It wasn't written for everybody that just wants to come. Just come on and lollygag right on in. You'll fit fine. And then even though you're not supposed to be here, you can just take the money and the health care and the food and the housing and the education. Anything you want, just go ahead and take it. See, it'll be like taking the doors off of your house. And just whenever you go to work, whoever, just whatever. Just burn the house down, take all the food, whatever. That's not what we want here. That's not what I want here. I want to be free. And I want to know that tax money is being spent on infrastructure, on the military to protect the United States, on the things that matter, not on things that are foolish. And the liberals, they just want to throw money around like it's not theirs. Hey, imagine that, because it's not theirs. All they want is the power. They want to be in office. And I imagine that the memo, which is another thing I've been hearing about today, is holding a few names of wrongdoers in Washington, D.C. And I've got a feeling that's going to open up not just a can of worms, but a whole barrel full of worms. And there's going to be some people in really, really, really big trouble. And they're going to have to go to prison. Because we won't stand for that. And the Democrats, thinking that Clinton would win, They just didn't care. But once they found out Clinton wasn't going to win, then they started hiding things, breaking things, bleach pit, acid wash, you name it. They had to get rid of that evidence because there's some wrong stuff going on in the stuff that we can't find. Well, somebody will find it, and heads are going to roll. Heads are going to roll. And you can't not get heads to roll. Because if the society sees that, well, they can do it, then I can do it. Heck, Clinton had 4 people murdered in Benghazi. Why can't I? They were laundering money all over the place. Why can't I? Why can't I set up a foundation and say, I'll tell you what, I'll do some favors for you if you just send me a whole lot of money. But then, I could just go ahead and sell some uranium to the Russians, who are the enemy. Yeah, why not? But see, that's the picture that society in the United States is getting. You can do it. Clinton did it. You can do it. Heck, the FBI did it. You can do it. That's the message that the people of the United States are getting. And these young people that are impoverished, living in the ghettos of this country, they see that. Oh, hey, I can do it. She did it. I can do it. That's not what we want. We want justice. We want to show the society of the United States that if you do something wrong, you have to pay the price. And there are a lot of people in D.C. that really need to pay the price. There's a lot of liberals that need to be voted out of office. There are some conservatives and Republicans that need to be voted out of office also. It would be nice if we could clone Trey Gowdy and just have Trey Gowdies. I like that man. He's honest, he has integrity, and he gets straight to the point. Anyway, I'm rambling. Please pray for the leadership of this country, whether it be city, county, state, country. Especially for the president. He's being beaten at from all sides, and he needs prayer to help him out. So, with that said, that's all I got for you. I'll see you next time.